gray thing.
Can you see the screen properly?
Now I can, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, well done, Sister Jen. Can you see the 6-month plan? So this is the first steps to manage the book I want us to get used to, which I talked about the other day. So we're just going to focus this on this page, which is going to help us to see where we are going, because we want to have a plan or think of a plan which can take us there. Now, it says your journey to the manager happens when you decide to embrace the process and take action. So definitely when you join, you're getting 30% discount. And then when you're 4cc active, it means you're going to get actually 35%, when you're 4cc active. So you've managed to hit that in the month. You've been very active. So I must say, well done. This is your first month. Month 1, 5cc, but you are way above that.
I'm worried I'm going back to work and I need to push myself another week.
I know.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So there's a 6-month plan, which is obviously this is just a suggestion which people can choose, So usually you are looking at a way which want to reach you, make you to go to the manager level, because the manager level is where you're going to get your close to 50% discount on the product. And then you're going to unlock other incentives. So you are already doing so well. Month 1, you're going to close up at 10cc, and you're already on 11cc actually, if not more. Now, we're still 5 or maybe 10 days away in the month. And it's one of those things which I want to say, well done. Now, I want you to think of a plan which will help you bump up to the supervisor at least by next month, because you're already close to halfway. And what you need is 10 more cc or maybe 15 more cc's to get there. And that you're already on a better footing. Can you see this is an example, obviously, when you're looking at a manager plan. So let's say we are looking at a bigger picture, not just supervisor. On month 1, we're going to close at least 5cc. And then in month 2, this is with a view that you managed to get somebody who's interested to do the business. And in the second month, the person who is interested in the business, they're going to also accumulate some 4cc's, and you're going to accumulate your 4cc's, and possibly another person or maybe some purchases to make it 10cc, so the 2 people can do that. That's an example. And then you see in month 3, it is an assumption that probably you've managed to get 2 more active people, so that's the 4 of you, where everybody's going to do a bit of their work. Or maybe you've managed actually to get maybe 3 people who are active, and then they find their own 2 or 3 people who are active. This is how it beefs you up. Now, in month 1 right now, I can see the excitement. Can you think of the people you think are really on the go, and then they can be closing the month with 4cc active, so that they're already 2cc active this month? And if they close the month with 4cc active, that way it's helping you to beef up your cc's as much as you can. That's how I'm trying to say, because there's an advantage when they join, they're already 2cc active, and all they need is just another 2 more cc's. And then that way it helps them to get to that startup point where they are getting used to getting 4cc's. And then that beefs you up on your points. So that's something I just want you to think about. Now, right now we are we're talking of 11. And then hopefully, by God's grace, that's what we're praying for. We'll get 2 or 3 more people who are happy. Right now, are they 3 downliners? Sorry, 3 people who have joined, is it?
Yes, 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
So are we seeing a vision whether we can help them so that they close the month with their 4cc active? We can help them because they're already halfway. They've got 2cc's already. So we can think about that. If that's a possibility, that's going to help you push your cc's. So it's not your only hard work. It's not you yourself. So that's how the teamwork comes in now. we help them to see how it is very possible that they begin to utilize the 4CC kind of principle. So that way, if we assume we're going to have at least 3 people who are going to be happy to boost their 2 CCs each, you've got your 6 CCs already potentially. So 6 plus your 11, that's going to be how many? 11 plus 6,
Yeah,
we're talking of
17.
17.
Yeah.
Now, can you see it's very possible that next month we'll be talking of supervisor, which you won't even feel the pain, because what we are building here is that passion of saying, let's just focus on creating our 4 CCs. Whoever we're going to train or encourage is to master that 4 CC, those little activities we're going to be doing. That's going to help. And that way it gives you the opportunity to get, even to dream bigger, because we're going to be talking of month 3 are probably in 20, you've created more actually, because if you look at this plan here, 6-month plan, so it's counting that you're aiming to be a manager within 6 months. That's probably a 6-month plan. So if you're going to be month 1, 5 CCs, second month, 10 CCs, you close it, so it is with assumption that everything here is going to go according to plan. But sometimes it can be quicker. Sometimes it can go just maybe 3 months, depending on how the activity or the speed of the people could be.
Can I ask a question about this?
Yes.
Then? So I've just contacted 2 of my new recruits to remind them to do their training from HR.
Yeah.
And also start making a list of who do I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much detail should, how involved should I be is my question, right? With then helping them to reach out to the people that they know. How, it's like, if somebody really wants to do something, you think, all right, they'll do it.
Yeah.
Or should I just be asking them, what are you maybe, how closely do you want me to work with you?
Okay. I see.
How do I get so involved? Because I'm happy to write whatever the messages are if they're not sure what to say in order to send it on social media. How do I know what level to work with them to get their 4 CCs?
Their 4 CCs. Now, this is where we need a session like this, where we're going to say we have a proper orientation session. We get to understand what really is their wish and their vision. And I'm guessing their wish is to do the business and get an income. So the income is realized when we do these 4 CCs. So the idea of the 4 CCs is to say there's an income to it. That's the way we want it. We get the income by doing the work. The work is obviously talking to people, encouraging them to try the products, encouraging them to buy, encouraging them to, consider the business, the business opportunity. That way, that's how we can begin to see that, yes, I'll be able to get money by doing those activities. So that activity of talking to people or connecting with people, that's where it all starts. So you've done so well. So we probably need a little quick session, which I'm happy, to do. I know probably my hours are running out, but SJA is available. I can check when you want them to have that quick chat. It's like a 3-way kind of conversation, or a little group meeting. So it can be individually or it can be with all of them, depending on, as long as they are willing to learn how the business sort of works, and then we help them to understand that it is how we get the money by doing these these points. So you can be as involved as you were in the start, because your passion was you wanted them to know about the business opportunity. So it's to touch base to say, right, where are we? How can I help you? And obviously we are always there to support each other and help each other. When you get stuck, feel free to pull any one of us to say, right, I'm stuck. We need more information. What do we do here? So it's about supporting, and it's not obviously limited to how much you can be involved. It's always about ensuring that they see the benefits of the financial side of it. That's what we want. The main thing, obviously, the financial side of it. So for the finances to come, it's about helping them see how it is made and how it is done. So it can be as involved as you like.
Yeah.
And it is about making sure we support their plan. Once we understand their plan, that's quite important.
Yes.
So we only know the plan by having these discussions.
Yeah. So say if someone then said, I'd like to earn, I don't know, £100 in the first 2 months, right?
Okay.
I don't know, I'm making those numbers up, right?
Yes.
What do they physically need to be doing daily or weekly to be able to get that? That's what I want to see.
That's a
You know,
good, that's
how
a good
can I
question.
create that template?
Yeah.
And they can do more. But
That's a
if
good
you know
question.
you want £100, what sort of product would they have to sell? And can you help with
Okay.
that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and this is where I was saying, you know, this, when we come into these trainings, it's so amazing when you hear how other people are practically doing it.
Yeah.
So we've got a session where I'm going to share, I'll put it on the Excellent group, and then I'll probably see if I can stop sharing screen, and then I'll try to put it here on the screen, because I think it is now on the group.
Sorry, you don't mind me asking. I just want to understand.
Yeah. That's a good question.
I want to see figures and
It's very important. It's very important to have those questions, because it can be confusing when you think, oh, what do I focus on? Because there's so many things to sell. So I'm gonna share. What is this? Okay. Oh, it's frozen, is it? Come on, what's up? So the screen, I mean, the picture I'm going to share there, I'll probably talk about it. It's on the group. So can you see there's an example of what one can share? This is an example of when we're in one of the trainings.
On the group, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
So for every, now for, let's say.
Good.
Yeah. So if somebody's going to just focus on maybe on collagen. Now for collagen is an example.
Yeah.
Is an example. So this person will probably just consider to say, I'm going to sell boxes of collagen. And a box of collagen is about 0.3 something case credits.
0.3, okay.
Yeah, or 0.3 case credits. So you will need about, we're talking about 10 kind of collagens. Yeah, 10 boxes of collagen for roughly, so 10 boxes will be about close to 4 cc's, close to. That's an example. And then we've got a DX4. A DX4 is 0.5 cc's. And if you manage to sell, let's say 10, that's about 5 cc's. So what people who are training us, they are saying they can focus on just any products, let's say the DX4 or the C9. The C9 is 0.4 cc's. So you would like to sell about 10 C9s. Now, focusing on those products, it means you're going to know the product, the benefits of it, and what it helps the body. So once you master those products or what they do, then you talk about it, you demonstrate it. You know, when you're going to be doing those videos, which we talked about. So you're focusing on a specific product. You're probably going to be saying, maybe today I'll be focusing on the DX4, talk about it, give the benefits, and then people will begin to ask, oh, what's that? What's that? So that's how it generates conversation. So you're aiming to sell about, let's say for DX4, you're aiming maybe to sell about 8, because that's roughly how you can get your 4 cc's. So if one is going to focus on that, that can give them the ability to say, I'm just going to focus on the DX4, talk about it, know the ins and outs, know the pros and the cons, and how I can make sure I explain the product very well. So that's the example we were given by one of the trainers, or the people who are finding that very easy. You know, they talk of how they're now seasoned, especially on social media. They talk about themselves drinking the aloe vera, talking about the DX4, and people are going to be asking, what is it about? Those conversation turns into sales. So they're talking of having maybe 3 people buying a day, or maybe whatever period it is, and that's how they're getting their 4 cc's active. So that's an example I can give. The C9, the DX4, or if somebody's into facials, there's a Sonia skincare kit, which is 0.3 something cc's. And if one is just want to focus on skincare, so you can see that the skincare, it actually starts with the skin inside out. So you can talk of the skincare in terms of drinking the aloe, you talk of the benefits of aloe, and then you're going to go with the skincare. So it's about drinking and then obviously doing the outside. So already, whoever is going to be buying the skincare kit, you encourage them to drink the aloe vera. And aloe vera, for one to drink, at least they need about 2 months, because it's a natural product which takes time. The body needs time to rebuild the cells, and you need to be consistent drinking your aloe vera. So you can see that there's a pack, which is a 12 by 300 mils pack. That one is a 0.4 cc's. So if somebody buy a 12 pack by 330 mils, it takes about 66 days. So somebody can aim to sell a pack of drinking gels, a 12 pack. You know, we are talking of maybe if you sell 10 of those. So already you're encouraging somebody to do the cleansing for the skin, or they're going to use the 12-pack drinking gel, the two, so that they can encourage to drink the drinking gel. The skin is going to be benefiting the body, the immune system, and then you're going to do the skincare outside, the rubbing, you know, the illuminating gel, the cleansing. So you can choose that route. So there are different routes which somebody can choose. So we've got skincare, we've got weight and management, which is the DX4, the C9s, and we've got the immune health. We're talking about the bee pollens. So we can combine the things like bee pollen, bee propolis, drinking gel, where it's a combo where somebody can consider to use or to boost their immune system. And then that way you focus on that. So people can choose their niches and think, oh, I think I'm going to focus on this. And then they try to work on that, on whatever adverts they're putting, they're aiming to really sell like a combination of products so that people are encouraged to look after specific health or encourage their health. You know, like for yourself, when you're feeling a bit down, we talked about the bee pollen, we talked about the royal jelly, the drinking gel, you know, the vitamin D, that combo of just keeping well. So you can focus on saying, I want to sell these kind of things. So some people will alternate to say, this week, I'm going to look at maybe skincare, and then next week, weight management, and then the other week, maybe detoxing or something like that. And then you stick to those things which you want to stick to. So that's an example I can give of how somebody can think of the things they want to retail or sell or focus on. I don't know if it answers the question.
Yeah, no, it really does. Thank you very much. Thank you for sending this as well. So I'm just opening it again. So it's giving us the CCs. What are these? Or just examples? You know what it's got? Say like 4.143, and you've got 2 yellow aloe veras, number 13. The number 13, 14, 15 are just examples.
These were the numbers of the things the people who were saying they've sold, you know, they've sold that
13 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's an example of what they had sold. There's another actually picture which I always like to, let me see if I can find it, which gives as well a vision of how you can make those CCs into sort of more practical. Because sometimes we envision and we think, oh, I'm going to make the CCs. So the breakdown of specific products makes it easier to put into practice, and then one can just focus on what they really want to focus on. So I've got another one here, which is got...
Just trying to get my head around what you showed. So like the marine collagen, number 1.
Now,
one of them is 0.981. That's what it's showing on the phone.
The
collagen.
The collagen is it's 0.3. The box.
Yeah, it was lower. So why on here then is you've got number 1, which is the marine collagen, 0.981, and then marine collagen number 2, it's still under the column 0.981. So are you saying that if you sold 2 of them, what CCs would you get?
Right. I think this person sold 3. I think they sold 3 in maybe the first week. There's 1, 2, 3. So because it's 0.3 something, So adding the
what page
3,
you're on?
Sorry, Alice?
Sorry, what page you are on?
or is the screen which I posted on the group.
If you go on excellence, Sister
On
Rudo is just
excellent. So
posted
I
on the
posted
excellence.
I posted a
Trying to understand this table, that's all. Yeah.
so there is an example, somebody was making a breakdown. I think the first 3 are showing the total CCs when you sell 3 collagens in the first column. And
Yes,
then
because one is 0.3 cc.
let's
So yeah,
see.
that makes sense.
And
Okay.
then the second week, now I'll probably look for another one as well. I was looking for another one, which is also very, very interesting to see. We can compare the ones, with the products which you want. So there's an example of the marine collagen. There's an example of other products which are, which one can target actually to say, if I sell this, maybe focus on this, then they're going to give me the CCs, which I just want. So by focusing on a few and not get overwhelmed. So let me see if I can get that screen. But that's basically an example where, this trainer was saying they focused on collagen, and they just focus on the drinking gel, and they focus on, some people just focus on the C9, and that gives them the CCs which they need.
Okay.
So I will
Yeah.
share another slide, which also
Let me get
shows
my
them.
calculator. So by selling 4 collagens, that's looking in the second column, you'll get 1.962.
Or 3 collagens, right? Okay, so that might. So we are saying, where is it? So, this book, the manager left, right. So if you sell 2 Forever Marine Collagen, it's going to be 0.654. 0.54 if you sell 2. And then if you sell 3, it's going to be,
Okay. So we're still looking at the 0.3 then for one collagen. Yeah.
One collagen is
So
0.
10 would get you, nearly to your 4 cc's, 10 boxes.
10, yes.
Okay.
And then I think we've got, if you sell 2 times DX4s, sorry, you're going to be over 1.cc because it's 5 cc, 0.5 for DX, for the DX4.
For one.
Yeah, for one DX4.
So sell 2 of those.
If you sell 2 of them, you're already 1 cc.
Okay.
So a DX4 is good as well to talk about. You get
6, right. Okay. Thank you.
And the Sonia kit is 0.341. So one can focus on that as well. So these are some of the ideas which I found helpful.
Good.
And
Oh, the small aloe jelly, I found they were also helpful because they had these as well, 400 if you get 1 case with the 12.
The small, the 330 mil.
Yeah, 12 of them.
Yes, I've got that.
Yes, it's 0.4. Yeah. Is that what you said, Sister Alice? 0.4, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
The 12 pack,
0.4. Yeah, the 12 pack. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So, because the advantage of the 12 pack, it lasts 2 months, 66 days if you are taking 60 mils. So that's quite beneficial to the person who's drinking. I've got somebody who's now happy to be buying that. It lasts them 2 months. They don't need to be coming every month.
And especially if they're going to work and so on, they don't want to be carrying their long,
Yes, and the small is very portable and easy to carry.
Okay. Brilliant.
So you when you get the DX4, the person who will do the DX4, they will want to drink the drinking gel, which is quite good to keep maintaining the body, keep the body strong and active. So this is this is what I was saying. Let's probably just have a quick big chat. I know it's now late,
Thank
but
you.
it's all saying about the 6-month plan. You can choose to really target the bigger plan to be a manager.
Yeah.
And just work through it without really saying, I'm going to stop to supervisor. That can be another plan, because the idea is to keep the activity you are doing right now. And I'm glad we can see the activity, the results just keep. So we don't have to worry about how am I going to get the CCs. We just have to worry about the activities. Are we contacting people, communicating with them? And when we get those times where we think, right, I'm going to be so busy, like myself. I've aimed to do my 4 CCs before I go home, so that the last 2 months I'm going to be occupied somewhere, but at least my 4 CCs are done. So thank God for that. When I go, obviously I'm going to use that time to try and communicate, and then try to close the month, trying to prepare people for the next month. That's, I think it's one of those things I'm growing into as well, planning in advance, especially when we're going to be busy, the days we're going to be busy, so that we don't miss that connection of communicating with people, so that it keeps going. So that it keeps.
For me to personalize this, so you say I've got 10 days left in the month.
Yes, and that's a lot.
And if I can say double my CCs,
that would be good.
If I can do another 2, ideally 4 by the end of the month. But
what we want to, what I wanted you to master is, you don't have to do all the work. It's about now encouraging those.
Yes, I want to train in the week I've got left.
And you don't have to do it on your own. If you feel they need that help, we're happy to help, so that you can get that support, so that the pressure is not on you. You continue doing your activity, but as well, we can encourage them to, at least if they close the month with their 4 CC active, then they begin to get the idea of the business. That way it relieves the pressure on you to really run around too much. While you still have to continue what you're doing, just keep it normal, whatever you're doing. And then it helps you to build even faster when we encourage those who've joined. Does that make sense?
Yes, I understand.
Alice?
Thank you, Alice.
Oh, I think you've mentioned, I meant to put the hand down. You've just mentioned that if you can get the other ones under you to get the 4 CCs, because right now there are 2.
Yeah.
So it's easy. So if they don't, they're gonna lose that 2, isn't it? So if you can get them to close with the 4. So the way we did it, I did it, it was to get then Joanne comes under Junior. So then that way, whatever is passed on to Junior, then it's to me, and so on. So then in the end, I don't lose out. So it's the same thing. So if Casey was to sign in, then probably she could sign on under Mike, but it still passes on. It gets him active, and then it passes on the thing to you, the credit as well, the 2 case credit also to you.
Benefits,
Yeah.
So so I think maybe the next step is just find out how we can help them. If they are happy to have the business, I don't know if that orientation has been done. Sister Alice, I'm thinking we probably need to do it with Casey and Glory.
I've asked, I just sent a message to someone, I can't remember when we were in the meeting, but we need it for Glory and Debbie and Marlene. And Casey hasn't joined yet.
Okay, right.
Yes, but as soon as she gets paid, she wants to join, but it may be for about another week. So
that's fine.
We need to help the others.
So those we can orient Glory and Marlene.
Yes, that's right.
I'm happy to do that on Saturday night.
Bless you. All right.
If I can't, then I'll ask Ja. Ja is always happy to come and step in next time.
Let us know the time then, and I'll ask them. Saturday night. Thank you very much.
I'm happy to squeeze in Saturday night.
Yeah.
But can I ask?
We need to get Uncle Mike orientated as well, because he has missed. Yeah.
So right. Okay. Sure. That's fine. That's fine.
Can I ask though?
Yes.
If Casey is going to join anyway, and she's only got about a week, she can come into the orientation, because then
so
we will have to start doing Casey again all over again later, which is time-wise. It will be better if she just comes in with everybody, because she's already been in one of our presentations today anyway.
Yeah.
She can just as well be there with everybody else. And if it's a case of going into the account, she can go into your account, Auntie Jenny, and see what's in there, because everybody's account is exactly the same. So if it's a case of somebody letting them know how to get into the account, she can go into yours and have a look and see everything that's there. That way, when she has hers, she knows exactly, because we know she's going to join anyway.
Yeah. I think she's going out for dinner Saturday night, her last supper before she starts her C9. But I'll see what time.
Okay,
See what time you can do it. Yeah. I'll see. Yeah, but we've got to capture as many as we can, and yeah, it'd be great if she was, but I don't want Mike to slip through the nets. I mean,
Okay. Great. Right. Lovely evening. I'll let you go and sleep, rest. You've worked so hard. Thank you for sending us the fire. We're feeling the fire here.
Hobby, I've got my new database to play with and to update my records so I can keep on top. And
wow, I like that
a lot
idea.
of social media.
You like it on the computer. You like it on the computer, your database.
That's my life. But yeah, I've got social media responses and likes and thumbs up I need to do tonight as well.
You need to do.
So,
right.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank
right.
you.
Have a lovely night.
Thank you, Sister Alice. Thank you for your time. Thanks, Sister Alice.
Thank you.
Sister Lorraine. Later.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.